One of the most beautiful cities in the world, San Diego, California, and Snapdragon Stadium. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the James Madison Dukes and the San Diego State Aztecs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe will be keeping an eye on things on the sideline. And the Aztecs ready to kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. From the gun, running back gets to give. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Let's talk for a second about James Madison. For a lot of schools facing the hill they climb, you have to work the portal. But don't sleep on the high school recruiting either, David. They got a good 3-star running back just this past week.
Yeah, and you create some...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He lofts one down the sideline. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sutton. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Makes the grab. It's Sutton. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. A 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Takes the handoff. It's Sutton. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Off play action. Escapes the pressure to his right. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Going the other way, and he's got room. Past the 30, at the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, James Madison. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And nice vision by the linebacker, understanding and diagnosing pass right away. Getting his eyes on the quarterback, breaking on the football, making the huge interception, and then taking it back to the high school days, man. In his glory days at the running back spot, running all the way to the house and scoring the touchdown.
Makes a move. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of that awesome kickoff return.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Duke's offense, and we'll see what they have schemed up. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Looking to throw on first down. He'll pull it down. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. The Dukes are in the hurry up.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down convert.
He is sacked. Way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting 2.
Lets it fly. He's got it down the right side. Rolled into enemy territory and all the way to the 44-yard line. And the Dukes have it with a 1st and 10.
That is a huge play for the offense, but you know the defense is just kicking themselves. They had them set up in 2nd and long, and that was just a short throw. All you got to do is rally to the ball carrier and bring him to the ground. They couldn't get it done. Way too many yards after the catch, and they give up a big one on defense.
Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Collins. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Unloads to the right. Makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, James Madison. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Looking for blockers. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's finally brought down after a big return that was almost a whole lot bigger. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Running inside. It's Sutton. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They feed him again. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Steps away to find some room. He'll try to do it himself. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work.
Kill. 5-28, ready.
The run inside. It's Sutton. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throwing right. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Dukes! The defense takes matters into its own hands. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer us. There he goes. Got enough for the first. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the second level before he's even getting contacted. That better change for this defense, or they're going to be in for a long game.
Well, man, I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field, nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Here we go. Ready.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. It's James. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
And every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
This defense has owned the first half. They've given up some yards on this drive. Big third down coming. You've built a little bit of a lead. Try to force the field goal. Don't give up the big play here, and you've had a great first half.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Aztecs!
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. The Aztecs call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Sends it back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Coleman. Worked his way out to the 28-yard line, but needed a little bit more yardage. Fourth down is coming. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They want to run this quarterback. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
Looking downfield on first down. Lofts one high and deep. And he makes the catch inside the 25. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
They'll run it from the gun. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Snap to the back. Could be an alley. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had 0 answers.
Direct snap. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes. Now you know why you do all of those squats, all of those deadlifts, extra time in the weight room.
No doubt. Get that lower body strength so you just shed people off of you. What a great job smelling the end zone and getting in.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure.
14.
And he's going to bring this one out. He gets a block. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle at Sheffield. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. The Aztecs have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Running free. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, San Diego State.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. Bringing it out. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Sets up the screen. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Pocket breaking down. Blasted as he lets it go.
Quarterbacks have got to play fast. If they know you're throwing from the pocket an empty set, you know you're not getting a lot of extra help in pass protection, right? No running backs, no tight ends helping out these offensive linemen. I think that's a play the quarterback has got to do a better job just getting the ball a hair sooner.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Here's a heat. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Dukes will line up to punt it away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors and our EA Sports College Football Studio update.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We start our coverage with Auburn, taking on the number 17, the Arkansas Razorbacks.
Thought he might have had a little room for a second, but he'll be stopped at the 28, and a pretty good job by the coverage unit.
And it's the Tigers, setting score records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today.
He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And that's now 4 W's on the season. This one could be a confidence builder, not only in the context of this season, but also what that group of underclassmen can do down the road. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Those sloppy false start penalties can be drive killers. It's 2nd and 13. Quarterback making checks. The play action fake. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Handoff from the gun. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense...
There's a crease. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Under fire. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Back has it. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
And he can make things happen, too. It's so important now. You see this all the time in college football. Running back by committee. This team has a lot of talent. They are a loaded backfield, and it's good to see this backup now getting some run in this game.
Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
They'll move the tight end. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend.
Blue 22.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting.
Wants to fire on second down. Got his man. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Now rolling to the left. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And on third down, he calls his own number. Really nice job by the quarterback, making the decision, being decisive. He does a good job going, getting the first down, a new set of downs for this offense.
And the Dukes will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Dumps it to the back. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. On the move. Might have a chance. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Pulls it in with one hand. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Dukes come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be fourth down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
He steps out of bounds across the 30 at the 33-yard line. Nice work there by the return team. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive, trying to burn this defensive back. They went for it all on first down, didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Now the play fake. Rushes on him. And it's his 4th interception of the night. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And this is exactly the situation you want to get in as a defense. You got the lead late in the football game. You know they got to throw. And what do? You get to the quarterback, you hit him, and you get pressure on him. And then what happens, Palmer?
Yeah, it's complimentary football, David. No question about it. They're just putting the hammer down right now with the lead, and the defense playing accordingly. Now giving it back to their offense for an opportunity to pad this lead even further here as we're in the fourth quarter.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. To the air on second down. Plucks it out of the air. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Dukes moving quickly to the line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Touchdown, James Madison! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Here comes the 2-point try. Looks as if he's going to run it. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about...
Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
Pulls it in. It's busted. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field for a big guy.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. James Madison's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Dukes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. It's complete to the right. Snowed under by the defense.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback keeps it. Picks up the first down. Running wide open down the gut of the field. The 10. All the way. Touchdown, James Madison. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
I mean, talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these. They're just weapons of mass destruction.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. San Diego State trying to get things moving on this drive. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. Way too much grabbing and tugging there. The offense will take advantage of the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues.
And they'll take over first and 10.
Great place to start for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. Right on the money. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And the Duke's in the hurry up. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. That false start will just increase the degree of difficulty. It's 2nd and 7. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Dukes will go for it on 4th down. Not always the old line. Sometimes those receivers want to get a jump on the snap count, and they'll move them back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
On the option. He'll pitch it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right?
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now, because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Dukes will hustle to the line. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Firing to the right, complete. Maybe a crease. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Aztecs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got a man, it's Sheffield. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on third and short from the 21. They'll try to power their way ahead. And that is how we will wrap this one up. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead, because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.